Last voted Labour, I'd say 2010.
1997.
I have no idea when I last voted Labour. No idea in the slightest. And I've got no idea who he is.
Hiya. How you doing?
Pleased to meet you. I don't even recall ever seeing you before, so you're not out there, are you? At the minute anyway, well, I wouldn't have known who you were.
Okay, thank you. Well, we can fix
No
that.
disrespect or anything. It's very nice to see you.
Can I call you Sir Keir?
Okay.
Yeah. The first thing is, your party is divided within itself. Get rid of all these sort of bickering people who are losers. You know, they want to lose further by doing what they're doing.
If someone's in my shadow cabinet or on my front bench, I can do something about it because I can fire them. If they're on the back bench, then they've got a bit more freedom to say what they want. But I get the point you're making is it doesn't really matter to anybody else. You want to hear one voice.
I honestly believe for the Labour Party, it's a stigma of Jeremy Corbyn. He's still 18 months on, and it's still there. People think he's toxic.
Trust is invaluable. If you lose trust in something or somebody or an organisation, to get that trust back is so difficult. You're on kind of a death spiral.
I mean, we lost really badly in 2019. We lost 60 seats in a row, and we've got a lot of work to do to rebuild. And we've got to change. You can't lose that badly and say, well, we'll keep things pretty well as they were, which is what we're doing.
I would love to believe you, but I don't know yet whether I can believe you. So I'd have to take a risk, wouldn't I? That's what I'd have to do. I'd have to take a risk. And I'm up for taking a risk because I want to be Labour. In my heart of hearts, I want to be Labour.
Under 25, don't waste your money.
Don't waste your money.
Don't waste your money. If they want to work, they are already working. But they're just sitting on the backsides. They don't want to. Because the government are still paying them to sit on their bums, they will not get up.
In this country, there's a lot of people under the age of 25 who just don't want to work. Trying to get everybody into a job, I just don't think that will happen.
You're always going to get some people who maybe don't want to rock, but there are lots of young people who've lost their job in this pandemic.
I sometimes wonder if Blackpool's been forgotten about. The level of child poverty is very, very high in this community. You know, what can you do to change that?
Well, we've been pushing hard on free school meals for starters and on breakfast clubs because that's not been guaranteed until recently. Obviously, there's a bit more of it during the pandemic, but that's hugely important. We need to get those kids into school and we need to give them the support they need in schools.
Actions speak louder than words, and, you know, I would love to see change.
Don't you feel angry? This government's been in power for 11 years.
The government now, they've said no to this. So they've obviously thought, well, we haven't got the money for it. So where are you getting the money for it?
This is a matter of priority. Sometimes you can get stuff cheaper from abroad, that is true. But if you create a job here that's a skilled job in a community that needs it, that is a value added that you don't get if you just buy something in at a slightly cheaper price.
No, I think it should be. I think it should be encouraged that people buy British. I think it's. I think now we're out of Europe, I think it even more so. Ever since we've left, they've been a little bit childish about it, and you know what I mean.
Everybody in this room knows that our manufacturing base has been decimated over the last 3 or 4 decades.
Yeah.
What is made in Britain anymore?
Yeah.
You try and go and find something that's made in Britain.
The buy, make and sell in Britain you'd be in favour of, I take it?
I'd be in favour of it, but again, good luck with that one.
See you later.
We'll see you shortly.
See you later. Thanks.
I was accusing him in my mind of not having any personality or not much charisma, and he did have both of those things, which was impressive. So, you know, I'm warmed and hopeful.
I don't think one man can do what he wants.
He's got a massive, massive job to do, you know, to get people to vote Labour again.